And when the all spinal nerves exit by intervertebral openings, they divide into the posterior branch and anterior branches. Posterior branches near the exit will control the some portion of the deep muscles and skin superficially, some portion of the deep muscles, skin superficially, portion of the deep muscles and skin superficially. This is called segmental according. How they exit and near the place of the exit, they control to, do you see, the skeletal muscles by muscular branch and by cutaneous skin superficially. Because each posterior branch, do you see, by segmental according will, do you see, innervate the muscles by muscular branch and by skin branch, skin superficially. Because if we will draw the skin, here will be stated condition. Anterior branches only in the thoracic region lie into the costal groove, into the intercostal space, and they control by muscular portion intercostal internal and external muscles, by cutaneous portion the skin superficially. Only in the thoracic region they have segmental according. In the cervical region, the nerve number 1, 2, 3, 4 by anterior branches mix, and from mixing, do you see, will begin nerves. Some of them will collect only sensory fibers. Some of them will collect the motor fibers. And only one nerve will collect the sensory and motor. This nerve, which is mixed, it, do you see, will go below to the diaphragm. By motor portion will control diaphragm-like muscle, and by sensory portion will control the pleura and pericardium. If will be pericarditis, pleuritis, the pain, do you see, by this nerve will come into the spinal cord, and after that, by conductive tracts will go to the cortex for the concrete differentiation of the pain. Muscular branches, they will go, do you see, to the muscles of the neck, except suprahyoid group, and do you see, except the sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscle. Sternocleidomastoid muscle was controlled by 11th pair of the cranial nerves, which is called nervus accessorius, accessory nerve. And suprahyoid group we divide between trigeminal nerve, which controls mylohyoid, geniohyoid, and anterior belly of the digastric. And another portion, stylohyoid and posterior belly of the digastric, will be controlled by facial nerve. All another muscles will be controlled by motor branches of the cervical plexus, and they will get the names of the muscles which they will control. Nervus musculus omohyoidus, nervus musculus longus colli, nervus musculus calenus anterior, and next. Sensory branches. Sensory branches will exit, do you see, from deeply to the skin near the lateral margin of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and will go, do you see, by auricle major, occipital minor, supraclavicular, transverse colli. This will be sensory branches of the cervical plexus. Auricle major, occipital minor, supraclavicular, transverse colli. Nerves which begin from, do you see, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and smaller portion from first thoracic, from anterior branches of the spinal nerves spinal cervical nerves number 5, 6, 7, 8, and from this smaller portion from first thoracic, they will complete at first into 3 trunks: lateral trunk, medial trunk, and posterior trunk. Lateral trunk, medial trunk, and posterior trunk. From these trunks will begin short branches and long branches. Short branches, more of short branches, will be motor. They will go to the muscles, except one very thick short branch, which is called nervus axillaris. All another are motor. One branch, it goes to the back between vertebral column and scapula. And it continues below between the vertebral column and scapula, and here from cervical transverse processes to the upper angle of the scapula came elevator scapular muscle. From lower spinosus processes of the cervical vertebrae and from the upper thoracic processes, spinosus processes to the medial margin of the scapula will come rhomboid major, rhomboid minor, rhomboid major. When the dorsal scapular nerve travels near them, it controls these muscles. Because, do you remember, I said you, 90% of the arteries, they accord in anatomical order about short distance. Veins accord this order by 80%. Nerves, they accord by 70%. For example, by my today's recollection, you show the all nerves which exit from cervical plexus, they control, do you see, the muscles and skin, do you see, around the exit, except one, do you see, phrenic nerve. You can see another nerve by superior scapular notch will come into the supraspinatus fossa, and by inferior scapular notch will direct into the infraspinatus fossa for the control of the same muscles, supraspinatus and infraspinatus. This nerve came from upper because it's called suprascapular nerve. Another nerve also will go behind of the thoracic cage to the anterior side of the scapula. And this is anterior side of the scapula. Do you see it is covered by subscapular muscle, and nerve will have the same name. For your bad memory, I want to give you helping speech. The all nerves, short nerves, which direct to the back, they include in their name the word scapula. Dorsal scapular, suprascapular, and subscapular. My finger, this is clavicle. My finger, this is clavicle. Between first rib and between my finger is placed very smaller subclavian muscle. And from brachial plexus, do you see, in front of, do you see, to this subclavian muscle will direct a very thin nerve, which has the same name of this muscle, subclavian nerve. You can see from internal side of the, do you see, medial margin of the scapula begins muscle, do you see, divides into the 9 teeth and will direct to the 9 ribs, except first, 11th, and 12th. This is called serratus anterior muscle. Serratus anterior muscle, it joins to the lateral side of the thoracic cage, divides into the teeth, do you see, and this nerve, do you see, it goes, do you see, along of this muscle, especially for its control. It is called thoracic long nerve. Thoracic long nerve. Here you can see pectoral minor muscle, do you see, which divide into the 5 teeth which attach to the ribs except first. And this is pectoral major muscle, which, do you see, divides into the 7 teeth which attach to the 7 ribs. You can see pectoral minor by its, do you see, lesser distance. It is placed so medially, then the pectoral major, which continues laterally. Because the nerves which will go to these muscles, they are called pectoral medial, pectoral lateral. These all nerves, which I explained you, they are motor because I informed you what they control. Another nerve. Another is very thick, short branch. This is nervus axillaris. Nervus axillaris, axillary nerve, by quadrigular opening. This is humerus. This is long head of the triceps, which came, do you see, from, do you see, back of the arm to the, do you see, infraglenoid tubercle. This is long head of the triceps. Above will be teres minor with subscapular, below will be teres major. Humerus. Teres minor, which is closed by subscapular, teres major, long head of the triceps. You see two openings, quadrigular, four borders, and medially will be triangular. Axillary nerve, it exits to the back by quadrigular opening. This nerve is mixed. By sensory portion, it controls the capsule of the shoulder joint, and it gives, do you see, cutaneous brachial superior nerve. It, do you see, controls the skin of the arm above, or by another word, the skin which covers the deltoid muscle. The motor portion, it will control the deltoid muscle and teres minor. Motor portion controls deltoid muscle and teres minor. Sensory controls articulation capsule and also gives cutaneous brachial superior. Cutaneous brachial superior. This is nervus axillaris. I will repeat. 3 nerves directed to the back. Dorsal scapular, suprascapular, subscapular. 3 nerves go in front of subclavian, thoracic long, no, pectoral, medial, and lateral. We will complete into the same characteristic. And 1 nerve is very thick, mixed nerve, do you see, which is nervus axillaris. Another nerves, they are long. Listen to me. This is lateral tract. Do you see? This is lateral tract. From lateral tract begins from lateral tract, do you see, begins this nerve, which goes below, behind, then the biceps muscle. You can see